What's up and good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to another video. We are day, I lose track on day. Video 4, maybe? 4 of this probably?
I think it's part 4.
Okay, we'll go with part 4. Zach's been keeping track.
Zach's been working away. I took my one vacation I'd take ever a year. And well, Zach stayed behind and got some work done for us. So thanks, buddy.
4th of July weekend.
4th of July weekend, we gotta celebrate.
So Zach, tell us what you did while we were gone.
Tightened everything.
That's important.
The link bars.
Okay.
Everything's torqued, marked. And then I put the tanks in, ran the hoses for the bag, and air checked it, and they're still holding air. So I don't think we have any leaks.
Okay, now if you guys notice, we got our little baby tanks here. And what are these called?
We call it accumulator tanks.
Okay, so what do these do versus the big tanks?
The theory behind it is that it gives more spring. Even like the bag trucks, if you put the valve at the bag, you have really precise control, but they ride kind of stiff.
Okay.
And if you mount the valve at the tank, you have sloppy control, but they're a little bit softer. It's just more air to compress on itself.
So it's kind of like a reservoir on a shock.
Yeah, because when you're going down the street, you're going from 10 pounds as say 10 pounds as ride height. You're actually driving down the street at anywhere between 5 and 30, depending on load and all that stuff. So you gain a little bit more volume, which softens the ride up and makes it a little bit more controllable versus having 30 pounds in a bag, and then it's just, that's the whole thing behind that, is give it a bigger cushion. It's like a shock. They do it in hydraulics and stuff like that too. They're called the same thing, accumulator. Those are a little bit different. They have different pressures.
Now, I walked in right now, Zach fired up the air compressor, and I'm like, uh-oh, are we gonna see this thing go up and down? And he said, kinda.
Let's see what kinda looks like. I'm excited for kinda. We just temporarily tie things together there.
Yeah.
High-tech Schrader valve right there. Can we just leave it like this?
That way Papa Rhino doesn't like mess with it and break something. You have to come out and manually air it up and down.
Beam me up, Scotty. Okay guys, it's gonna go way faster than this-ish. The Kelderman kits are pretty quick on the, I know they're super quick on the down compared to my Ultimate Air ride. Look at that.
What goes that?
What goes up must come down, they say. And down we go. Oh, hold on, gotta pop the valve.
It still is on the rack.
All right, Zach, we're ready. Let's go, both the wheels. Let's go, wheels, tires, we're ready. Fired up. So thanks to the guys over at Swift Powder Coat for getting our gooseneck mounting plates back. You can see they did these in gloss black to match the gloss black parts, because remember when we talked about, these sit on the top of the Kelderman plates and they were like that dull, I mean, I don't really have anything to reference on here, but it was like that dull factory powder coat that comes from Ford. So now everything is nice and matchy-matchy and looks killer. We also got the face plates back, right? Are they sitting around here somewhere?
You were just sitting next to one of them.
Was I? Was it? Is it on? Am I blind? Oh, I see it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that little, look at that white accent behind there. So we didn't want to go crazy with the accents on this thing. It's not going to be super show trucky and crazy colored underneath, because you got to keep that clean. And we know Papa Rhino ain't going to get out and scrub this thing. Now, granted, our homies over at Genesis Detailing, I do send them to Papa Rhino's house every other week to detail and maintain all the vehicles, but if Papa Rhino's truck's not there and he's out working, there's nothing they can do to wash it. So we wanted to keep everything pretty much simple and black underneath. However, you got to dress up things just a little bit, so that's why we decided to go with white for pretty much the little badges and nameplates and stuff that are on the truck. So just enough to add a little bit of detail, but nothing too crazy. Do we have one? I want to see how close it is to the paint. I was just playing around over at Swift, and
But it's pretty close.
You can kind of see like there's a little polar sparkle in the powder there, and it's not a true white. Like, that's not bad for powder to paint.
No, it's really close.
I mean, I know it's kind of going to look different on camera, especially in the lighting here, but
if you guys have ever tried to match powder to paint, like, it's next to impossible. They freaking rocked it out of the park. That's about, I think, as close we're ever gonna get, especially to the Ford,
whatever they call this white, with all that little sparkle in it and the off-whiteness.
Y'all probably gonna ask what the name of this was. I should have wrote it down. Now, while the shop compressor is cool and all, you know, this thing needs its own onboard air management system. So we've got the all-in-one unit right here. Jesus, this thing's heavy. Look at this. Everything's pre-made with the wire harness. I got it, Zach. You got it, buddy.
Dang.
Look at this. This is a pretty trick little setup. So look at this, guys. We've got all of our little outputs there. Everything's labeled: front left, front right, rear right. T for totally cool, and E for like extra, you know?
Or it's tank and exhaust.
I mean, if you're into that kind of thing. I like totally cool and extra.
Okay.
But the cool thing is, I'm assuming like that's all like pre-done with the computer inside there. So you don't have to sit here and mess with anything. They did all the thinking for you. Now, there's a couple options. You can go with this whole like pre-built unit from Kelderman, or you can go and like build your own system, which why would you when you've got this awesome setup here? I mean, look at the big old freaking air dryer on this thing. This is a killer setup here.
Yeah, auto purging dryer.
Yeah, auto purging dryer.
Got two, I think 480s in there.
Yeah, that. What are these, your ride height sensors or something? Okay, okay. So these two brackets get bolted to the side of the whole assembly here, and then these get welded to the truck. Why we couldn't bolt them, I don't know. I mean, I guess we technically could still drill holes, but at this point we're welding it. And for everybody that's concerned, probably not everybody, but a couple of you mentioned like, well, now you ground off the powder coat on those parts that had to get welded on already, what are you gonna do? Zach's got a secret paint that he likes to use called
roll bar and chassis. They make it in flat, they make it in semi, and then they make it in a different, well, they make it in gloss, flat, and matte. So you get the semi-gloss. The semi-gloss almost matches the powder coat.
That's Zach's secret weapon. You guys should stock up on some. If you gotta do anything up underneath your truck.
You know how like when you buy the truck and the axles are all pretty? Same color.
You guys don't know this, maybe you do. I think I've mentioned in a video too. The axles on my Denali, we did not pull those apart and send those out to get powder coated. Zach got underneath there with a little scrub brush, did a little bit of cleaning, and then literally rattle canned, roll bar chassis painted my axles. And to this day, what are we, 5 years later? 6 years later? 6? I don't know, I've had that thing forever. Those axles still look perfect. Now I get it, I don't drive it every day, but it does live outside and the axles still look perfect.
They look better than this.
So the plan is, tank's gonna kind of offset sit on this side right here, or not tank, compressor setup, sorry. It's gonna sit about right here over. We're gonna run one tank here and then one tank in the back over there. We shall see right now when I go to hold it in place. Zach doesn't think I'm strong enough.
I never said that. I was just trying to make it comfortable.
Okay, I do like being comfortable.
You've been on vacation.
Take one vacation in my life.
Don't want
Never hear the end of it.
Throw you back into it. Like, here,
I even scheduled my vacation around the weekend, so you know, I can get right back into work. I was editing videos on vacation.
I was here.
You were here, Zach, thank you.
Which way does it go?
You're stuck on the cable.
Yeah, so dryer towards the back.
Dryer towards the back.
Hold on, before you go, let me get the marker.
Oh no, the truck's coming down on me. All right.
You ready?
Nope. All right, it's not that bad. I'll do this any day over a transfer case.
That looks fair.
I don't know. Tell you what, probably the same as the left side as the right side. Feel free to grab it, you know? There you go. All right, how your marks look? Okay guys, we survived, barely. Dude, I got metal shavings in my butt right now. Should have swept the ground before I sat and laid on it. So this is all the areas.
Kind of go there, yeah.
This is where Zach's gonna take the powder coat off right there. So we get a nice weld. Hold on.
Yeah.
Zach, I farted on the headrest of your creeper so you get pink eye. That's what you get for leaving metal shavings on the ground that are in my butt right now.
You know what? I'm gonna go shit in your bathroom.
You've already done that, asshole. Now we grind the truck. Now these little Milwaukee die grinders, these things are freaking awesome. However, when I first got it, I'm like, man, I really regret buying this as a first generation tool versus waiting for a second gen, because if you push too hard, these things will stall out. And I was stalling it out every like third trigger pull. And it's crazy how much you learn and adapt, because I've been using these almost full time building all the windows at the restaurant, plus using this one right now with this big old disc on it. And I have yet to stall it out anymore.
Lowest setting, and it's one of those let whatever you're using do the work, because if you try to push on it, it goes and it stops.
Yeah, like it drove me insane when I first got mine, because it would just stall out, stall out, stall out.
The smaller batteries, you got to be even like more ginger with it. I don't see the need why it needs to spin 24,000 RPM, but it does.
Man, it's crazy. So now that I've like gotten used to it, I don't stall them at all anymore. Still freaking love it, but hopefully the second gen doesn't stall out as much as the first gens. There you go, stalled out. Stalled out. So everything is ground down. Now we got a clamper in place. Yay. Zero reference to anything. All right, I'm letting go. If I die, it's all on you.
Okay.
You don't even care.
Well, I mean, it's your face.
Go, Zach. Hey, you should ground it. At least it's MIG and doesn't shock the shit out of you. Like two. Okay, take 2. Action. And just like that, y'all, she is all welded up there, yonder, sides, up underneath, every which way. And we didn't catch nothing on fire. So we are good. Zach, you alive? Zach's alive. I think we're gonna call it quits for the night. Zach is on his way to Mexico first thing in the morning. Come back alive, buddy. All right, Puerto Vallarta bound. So don't come back with too many senoritas and a bunch of babies. Yeah, don't get nobody pregnant down there. Chris has a lot of illegitimate children in Mexico. Don't tell nobody.
That explains a lot.
So I think what we're gonna do is, while Zach's gone, we're gonna get the tires mounted and balanced. The friends over at Courtney Tire. And then, don't tell Zach, but we might like kind of half-ass. Alrighty, y'all, well, Zach has made it to Mexico and basically has left me unsupervised. But I'm gonna do what I'm capable of doing, and that is paying people to be a mechanic. So we've got all of our Fury Country Hunter MTs that we need to get mounted onto the American Force wheels. And I don't know if I mentioned it recently, but a huge shout out to the guys over at Custom Offsets for getting all of these. I know this is a discontinued tire. A lot of the stuff that we acquired for this build, it was at times when things were really hard to get. They pulled off a lot of miracles for me, so very grateful for that. Now, that being said, I do not enjoy moving 40s. Granted, 40 13.5s are not as bad as 40 15.5s, but once we put those American Force wheels in it, these things are gonna be miserable to move today. So we're gonna head over to our friends over at Courtney Tire, and I hope they have time today. It is a Saturday. I'm sure they're gonna be swamped, and these are not like standard run-of-the-mill tires to mount. So here's to hoping we can get this done today and I don't load the truck up for nothing. Tire one. Now clearly you can see the shop is absolutely jam-packed. So we now have to drive around to the front of the shop because that's the only way we're gonna get the 15.5s out, which there's one right there and then there's one up at the front, and the American Force wheels. Carefully wheel this 15.5 up to the front here. Let's see if we can squeeze it in between. Oh, it's not gonna work. Not gonna work. Now we need to pull the rears off here that we were using just kind of for mock-up. Thankfully, Zach left his 1 5/16" impact. Ooh, don't drop that. All right. Man, these 10 inches are a lot nicer to move around than the 14s. You get to go in the back seat because we've kind of maximized the bed there. I think it's time for a like a 10-foot contractor's bed or something. You know, the 8-foot's just not quite cutting it anymore. You two play nice back there. I don't want none of you guys hitting each other, all right? Or I will turn this truck around. Alrighty, guys, we are just pulling up here. I can't quite see the parking lot yet. Okay. It's not looking super packed. We might have lucked out. We may have lucked out. Okay, guys, well, we got the wheels and tires dropped off here. They are going to try to get it done for us today. They close early on Saturdays, and they're very short-handed today, so they're gonna see if they can pull off a miracle for me to get them mounted. But while we're driving out here, check out Dan, the owner of Courtney Tires. Check out his Bronco. This thing is sick. I mean, it is almost the identical color to my OBS here. These things could be twins. I mean, I think I need one of these in the fleet to match, but this thing looks absolutely killer. Well, it has been a couple of hours and we have acquired Chris. That's the only accomplishment I can show for the last couple of hours. However, I've been in contact with the guys over at Courtney Tires. It seems like we are a success on the rear tires. The fronts, we didn't have the valve stems for, and they're not sure if they have the right ones. So I have not heard from them since. They close in 9 minutes. So we are racing over there. Hopefully they were able to find valve stems for the front. Otherwise, we're just gonna have some rear tires today. However, they seem to have pretty much pulled off a miracle for me just showing up and them being super understaffed on a Saturday. Anything you'd like to say, Chris?
It's hot.
It is very hot.
And this piece of shit don't work.
Oh.
Whoa, we almost got in a car crash.
Ooh, those things are massive. It's a good thing I brought some muscle. Look at those bad boys. What, 22s?
24s.
24s? Buy you a helper. He's looking for a job.
Perfect. You hiring? I'm hiring.
There you go. He only has the supervisor. That's all he does. They look good.
So the stems, they're little ones that go through here,
Right.
and it's not long enough.
Oh, yeah.
So I gotta find some long ones.
Okay. No worries. The rears are most important because we gotta get those fitted up. I like the GOT tires.
No, it just has a 4-inch lift with Bilstein, so I think if I keep it, I think I'm gonna do the widened beams and all that.
There you go. Well, as you can see behind us, they are all closed up here at Courtney Tires, so huge thank you to those guys. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the right valve stems for the fronts today, but no big deal. We got the rears on, and this is what I'm most curious to see getting mounted up. And guess who's gonna do that today? Two Idiots Garage. You ready, Chris? I guess we lost Chris. Are you taking the bus? All right. Goodwill might be hiring. You wanna go to Goodwill? Okay guys, we are back at the shop. Let's see if these monsters fit and slash or if they rub. Zach anticipated we'd have at least an inch in between tires once these were on. Chris, what do you think before we go any further?
Angry inch?
Whatever we do, don't bounce it into the 4Runner. Or if we do bounce it in the 4Runner, catch it before it smacks the little spot that's sticking out past the tire. All right. What? I'll be the guy up here. You be the guy down there.
No.
What? They're only 10 wides, you know?
Okay, well,
That's
let me
easy.
get up there. I got a bad ankle, knee, back. What do you got?
I'm sad.
Depressed?
Yeah.
Same here.
Oh, want an old man two-person these?
Yeah.
All right, bud.
Okay, how are we gonna do this?
I don't know. I could probably do it.
Oh, man.
Slow
and steady wins the race.
Oh, well, let go, man. I feel like we're gonna drop it.
No, we're not.
I got it. I got it.
Well,
Oh, okay. Well,
wow, see?
teamwork makes the dream work.
Things cost more than my house.
You don't got a house.
Okay.
See how these look on the old OBS here. Oh, that's the look right there. Dog, this is weird, man. I don't like this.
Ready?
Yeah.
Easy.
Dog.
Easy.
Tire guys would be laughing at us right now.
I don't care.
Can I just try one by myself? Just for the video, you know?
Okay.
Just for the video. Like it's just down.
You just messed up.
I didn't do nothing.
You doing by yourself again?
Yeah, man. Freaking super strong.
I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should we just like keep the OBS this low, but somehow squeeze some 40s and 24s in there? I think that's a cool look. Now that we got our obligatory whole tires in front of a vehicle they don't belong on Instagram pictures, let's take these bad boys in and see if they will actually fit or whether or not they rub.
Chris is nervous because, you know, we're not waiting for Zach. We're just going for it. Chris, it means we get to raise the truck on the lift. Hopefully in a good spot to be raised. All right, Chris, let me do an inspection around here, make sure everything's cool. I don't know if the axle's gonna come up with the truck, but we need the axle to come up. Maybe we use a jack?
I say we wait for Zach.
I mean, ain't nobody got time for that. You have nothing but time.
It's true.
I'm just getting older, man. I'm gonna die one day.
I'm getting young.
Oh, you're getting younger.
All right, ready? Going up!
I hope. All right, axle's moving a little bit.
All right, I feel like we're enough there, maybe. Well, we're not even close. All right, we need to get a jack under the axle because the jack stands are gonna start sliding forward as we go up more and this thing kind of comes down like so. We got a lot of adjusting to do on those arms right there. We got to push them out a little further because you can see as it goes up right now, the airbag is forward of the airbag mount. We already know this. We know there's gonna be some adjustments that have to be made.
For now, go up a little bit more before I worry about those jack stands falling out.
Ooh, jack stand's moving.
All right, I'm gonna get a jack up underneath this thing because this is making me nervous.
And let's get this rear axle lifted up. And hopefully nothing weird happens.
I'm hearing a lot of creaking noises I don't like. But I'm also not a mechanic, you know? Maybe that's just, you know, those are mechanic noises.
Now, we might be tall enough here. Not sure yet. But let's roll. What we got here? We got us an inner. Let's take this inner. There you go, buddy. Well, one idiot works, the other one holds the camera. And then we flip-flop.
Camera on you.
Huh, you gonna
Put your camera on your head so the one idiot can go lay down.
Oh, today's goal should probably be like underneath this.
See, you're doing it all wrong.
You want me to sit on the ground?
No, like Zach uses his foot.
I know Zach uses foot. Zach's smarter than me.
Did Zach go to college?
No, but either did I.
Dude, you went to college?
Did he?
Well, I said you.
The fuck I did? You did.
Well, you told the high school you went to college.
Yeah, the high school thought I went to college. Nobody needs to know.
You went home, played video games. Why does my side hurt? What's wrong with you?
Oh, hey, get some progress. This first one's a little snug. Jeez.
Wait, what?
There we go.
Why is it so tight?
Man, we're all about tight tolerances.
You're like moving the truck or something.
How close are we? No, we're not. We're not that bad. We're not that bad. We're not all the way on there yet, but we're not that bad. Dude, these things are big. Like the truck's, the tire's like off the ground like a 3/4 of an inch right now. Okay, so we have these 1/4 inch spacers. So I talked to a couple of you guys that hit me up in the DMs and said, you guys double stack these spacers. And it would make sense because they sent me 4 of these for the rear. So with double stacking the spacers, you guys were able to gain clearance to run. Some of you were saying 12.5s. Nobody hit me up that was running 13.5s, but I think we're gonna be all right. So I'm gonna go grab the other one of these. We'll double stack these spacers.
I thought you said Zach knows what he's doing, man.
Thought I said Zach knows what he's doing?
Yeah.
But what'd Zach do wrong?
Reading the directions.
Oh, I mean, you know, sometimes you gotta read directions. Okay, we got it.
Do you read directions in construction?
Nah, man.
Maybe.
Architects don't know how to. They always screw up the directions. I feel like it's easier, you know? It makes more sense. My hand's stuck. All right, I got it out. I don't know why this side of the truck just dropped, but it did.
You got plenty of room. Take one of them spacers out.
I feel like I like that. You know, let's see, for Zach's sake here, where'd my tape measure go? I just had it.
What do you say? A finger?
Well, Zach said 2 fingers, you're good.
Two.
Like, you go in between the knobbies, that's 2 fingers. We're close enough. Like, I'm very confident now that I see this, that we're gonna be good.
Looking at the bed. Like,
Oh, she gonna stick out wide. She gonna stick out past the bed quite a bit. I don't really wanna like,
is your dad gonna be able to drive this thing?
we don't know that yet. I don't wanna crank down on that too tight, but it looks like we got enough stud length there. By the time I tighten this down, the stud will be past the nut there just a hair, which is all we need. I think we're gonna be golden, dude.
I got a question.
Chris, what's your question?
Where'd you get that hat?
Oh, this hat right here?
Yeah.
Oh, workforapparel.com. They sell hats, t-shirts, decals, hitch covers, key tags, keychains, bottle openers, all of the above, even a straw hat because it's summertime and it's hot.
That was great.
Thanks, buddy.
Quiet on the set. Action.
Okay, guys, so we have lowered the truck down so it's on the locks from the lift and it is safe to walk away from. How'd I do, Chris?
Great. You did great.
Wiggle test.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
We wiggled it. Just a little bit. Chris is shimmying behind the camera. You can't see it though. Oh, now he's showing you. I'm pretty stoked with that. I'm pretty satisfied. This thing's gonna be freaking massive. Here, let's see how much wheel and tire.
You did a great job there, buddy. Hey,
What?
you did a great job.
Thanks, man. You did a great job too.
Thanks. Two idiots garage.
All right, Chris. Let's see. Tire to tire, we are about 26.5 inches of some meat back here. That's a lot of meat, guys. Now,
meat.
Chris.
Tell them about your meat.
Well, my meat ain't 26 inches, but
Okay.
let me tell you,
What are we thinking?
about half.
Okay, nice, man.
Now that we have got the tires mounted on the rear and we are very confident that things are gonna work out, pretty much the only other job that me and Chris are qualified to do here is, well, we can install the third brake light that I never installed. I forgot that we got from Supreme Retros. And then we also had some custom Recon cab lights painted to match the truck. Now, I'm on the fence about installing these. Right now, you can see on the truck, from the factory, they have clear cab lights, which you can see right there. Now, if I were to do this, I feel like I should pull those off and have those painted. Everybody I know on my personal close friends world that has ran the Recon cab lights, they have all had issues. So I'm on the fence about installing them on this truck. This truck, obviously right now is perfect and doesn't leak and nothing weird happens. I don't want to install those and all of a sudden we have a leaky roof or anything like that. So I'm on the fence. Those clear ones actually look really cool from the factory. I don't mind that look at all. Chris, what do you think?
Go with those.
So I think we're gonna not put those on.
Why do you ask about my opinion then?
Oh, I thought you'd be on my side.
I'm really worried about these leaking. And then the one thing I noticed on the LOY is, and I don't really see it on these, but the LOY, they had this black strip on it. And I think they actually painted that black because I think it's this bottom piece right here. Maybe not. But anytime I touched this with soap and water, like black would just streak off of them like crazy. And I have no idea why. It would wipe up, it would clean up just fine. But anytime you touched the edge of one of these with soap and water, it would just streak off black crap everywhere. So again, I don't want to create an issue if we currently don't have one. So we might just end up going with the paint matched third brake light. Chris, I'm gonna install this now, okay? You stay there.
Okay.
What are you, praying in the stairwell?
Yeah.
Turn the light on, man, or are you praying in the dark?
Pray in the dark.
Okay.
Baby Jesus, please. Don't make the truck leak.
Okay, nice.
Kind of nervous to climb on this thing, but I think we're good. We're on the locks of the lift, you know? Like, we got 2 tires on her. Like, what could go wrong? Let's climb up here and see what happens. Oh, we got Torx. Chris, looks like a T20. You got a T20? Solid now that we're on some wheels, you know? This thing's gonna be so tall. Like, I feel way up in the air right now, and I'm literally just standing on the tires. All right, buddy, I found a T20 bit. We're in business. Spot me, okay? Now my luck, there's gonna be some like weird tool to pull the camera out. We have removed the screws. Oh no. Oh yeah, just a little sticky. That's okay, that's okay. Are you just stuck on the bottom too? There we go. There we go, Chris, look at that. We're looking good, buddy, we're looking good. Oh man. Of course they got some tiny little like T5s to get this camera out. Smells like fresh paint. Woo, look at that baby right there, guys. Supreme Retros did a killer job on the color match. I think these things are gonna look sick. I'm not the biggest fan of how Recon put these like diffusion lines in the lens here. I mean, I'm sure it's to make the light output spread out a little bit more, but it looks a little funky. We might have lucked out, guys. We might have lucked out. I found one of my Milwaukee bit sets, and I was like, oh, there's no Torx bits anywhere in here except for this freaking giant one right there. And then I found this little booger sitting right there. It's a T10. Let's see if that's the right size. Oh, ho, ho. You know, it's just been our lucky day today, Chris. It's been our lucky day.
Buy a lotto ticket.
Wanna go to the casino? For those of you watching the channel that don't know, our buddy Chris here may or may not have a gambling problem. Oh, there we go. Oh, shit. Where did it sound like that went, buddy? Oh, joy. Okay, well, I'm gonna set that right there for now. We're gonna go looking for this tiny little screw that I just dropped. I got jinxed, man. I shouldn't have talked about being lucky. Oh, joy. Oh, I see it. I see it, Chris. Oh, jeez. We got it, buddy. See, we are still lucky, man. Just don't stand under the truck, because I'm jinxing stuff when I talk now. Oh, jeez. She looks like she goes that way. Probably should have just unplugged the camera and done this on the ground. But that's no fun. All right, nice and tight, nice and tight. Tight like a toiga. We'll get our lights plugged in. We'll get rid of a little bit of this dirt and dust here. Using a little Renegade all-purpose cleaner. So you guys can see the roof's a little dirty. The roof's a little dirty. We're not gonna address that right now. We'll let Genesis Detailing, you know, do their magic. All right, buddy, ready for the reassemble? And she is all wrapped up, guys. Looking freaking killer. I mean, look at the rear end. Like now we're starting to get complete back here. She is looking good. God, those tires look so freaking beefy. I mean, just the wheel tire combo. I'm glad they don't bulge out too much. We were looking for tires for a long time. The reason I went with the Furies is because they make a 40-13-5, which, you know, obviously 13.5-inch width here. You guys know I'm normally a Toyo fan, but Toyo only makes a 40 by 15.5 wide. So we'd be an extra, what, 4 inches in overall width here, which would be absolutely insane. Plus the bulge, trying to mount these to a 10-inch wide wheel would have been absolutely crazy. I know it's been done, I've seen it done, but I like this look a lot better without having some kind of crazy weird bulge to mate up to the wheel. We've gotten as far as we can go without having Zach here, so until Zach gets back, which will be by the next video, we're gonna have to wrap up. As always, you guys are the best. If you're not subscribed already, please get the subscribe button now. They do not miss out on any future content, like us trying to get this bed back on without damaging anything. Don't forget to give this video a like, a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Damn.